Hello again, everyone, and we are back here for the MRL Cup Series. Man, it feels like it's been quite some time since we have done this because we have just had a lot of off weeks purely because of the actual just IRL racing. I mean, we had Darlington, and then we had the Bristol Night Race, and then just a couple of weeks off just for the All Star. But we are back, and we are here to bring us to the end of the season. We're going to go straight, baby. No more weeks off. And joining me up here into the booth is actually a brand new face. Well, I guess shouldn't say brand new face. He has been around for quite some time. But for in-race reporting, he has not done it in quite some time. That is a broadcaster, Clay. How you doing today, bud?
Hey, what's going on?
Well, it's the Charlotte Roval. Apparently, it's the race that everyone shows up for. Apparently, I never thought it was that would be the case, but here we are with the Charlotte Roval, and we have 17 racers in this race. Who would have thunk, right?
Well, yeah, you got some guys that have jumped into the league here within the last couple weeks, and they're using their ability to jump up from sportsman or challenger to get some cup starts here.
Well, of course. And actually, it is time to roll here. So as we kind of go on down, you can actually see that the bunch of the top dogs that we normally would see up here are actually starting up front. Hunty, of course, starting outside of the front row, always so strong here at the road courses. However, Elite Precision, he has about an 80-point deficit, or not deficit, lead over Cyber, and he is Cyber. I'm talking about is somewhere around here. He's starting P7, so technically, if we qualified where we are at right now, he would just be gaining some points. But I'll tell you what, we have some big names that are not usually in this series that are up front. I'm talking about Hamilton. He's actually starting P3. And then also we're seeing a bunch of other people like Bassbuck, Rushman, Low Chris up there as well. A lot of these sportsman drivers that are aiming to make their full-time gig here come season sportsman series end. I'll have to see how that's going to roll here. Can I join, Clay?
Yes.
All right, thank you. As I do, real quick before we start, I always like to go over the qualifying order. Of course, I always went through the first two rows, but just you can kind of see where everyone is. We, like I said, or like Clay said, we have some brand new faces up in this league. So if you don't recognize anyone, that's probably why. Starting with making their first start is always Joker, Camo Shot, Nick, 2019 champ, Rush Fan. That's Blackberry. In case you don't know, a lot of these guys are the sportsman side of things, but the cup side is that's their first start. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. Charlotte Roval, two turns I'm going to be really watching out for. The sportsman side, the truck side, had no problems here. Turn one was actually very clean. So let's see if we're going to go through that again. We had 24 trucks there, and coming through turn one, it looks like it is going to be a little bit squirrely through the back half, but it looks like Lil Chris was actually... No, that was actually someone else. I apologize. That was Camo Shot that is already sideways, and... Oh, there he goes. He's good to go now. But yeah, turn one and also the backstretch chicane are going to be the ones to really watch out for, as someone got squirrely right in front of you. Who was that? We just kind of going on through. It looks like that was maybe that is the 40 of Always Joker, so he's definitely making his way forward. He's kind of wall riding right there, but look at this, the 42 already up into the lead, wanting to make his status of a road course ringer known. I wonder if he's been practicing this. Definitely not the best of starts, but he's still holding on to P2. Now, this is going to be the big one here. Everyone really slowing on down. Who will be? Oh, the one will miss the corner. Who will get a penalty there? Looks like it's going to be the 1, and the 6 goes and spins, but there's someone on the inside wall right there. Not sure. I'm trying to circle on through to see who that is. The 6 of Packers going on through the back. That is a 49 of Topster. Definitely trying to get up to the field. WRX Mike is big conundrum happening right there on the last chicane, and that will probably bring our first caution. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, people not wanting to brake for the last chicane. I thought that would be clean and green, but I guess not. So definitely, these guys want to probably want to get this all pack it on up and try to get the setup in right here. Not much that I'm wanting to. Not much that I'm really expecting here out of all of this, but yeah, definitely. You got to learn how to brake, man. A lot of people. A lot of people messaging me, man, maybe I shouldn't have started. Man, maybe the ROVAL. I don't know why, but the ROVAL is one of those tracks that you just have to expect that you're going to get loose at. So, Hunty here decided not to pit. Looks like the 12 of Liam is also going to do the same thing. Let's actually go on through the back of the pack right here to see how everything's going to roll. Looks like a lot of people just kind of backed on off to try to make a little bit of ground. So I want to see.
Me and Topster both backed out on that quick.
Yeah, about to say, I guess you guys had the same idea. 3 wide here. Looks like Bassbook trying to go through the middle. He does, but he goes through the grass coming on exit. Now you can see that Hamilton's trying to make his way through as Cyber overshoots the corner. Bass goes into the grass again. Xander tries to shoot under him, but is not going to make it work. 51, though, trying to make it pass as they destroy the blue cones on the inside. What do they do to you? I don't know. But carrying them all the way to Charlotte turn 1, I feel bad for those cones. They had a family. Packers trying to make his way through the field here. Now, here is the backstretch chicane yet again. Everyone really used the wall to kind of slow themselves down. They do. It looks like the 18 of Blackberry actually taking a really late turn. So the 6 of Packers trying to do this. Look at this for the lead. Always Joker. Maybe getting a little bit loose. He will. And he is going to, looks like, serve it on down the... Oh, that could have been really close. The final chicane right there. Really, really tight. WRX Mike now making pass Packers. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I know I'm jumping around a lot, but there is a lot to talk about here in these opening laps. It looks like, I think that's a 68 up there. That's kind of ping-ponging around the infield stretch right there. So, yeah. Oh, my goodness. So, a lot of contact happening here, but it looks like everyone's kind of sorting each other out, so that's good to know. I'm on board with Hamilton. I think also Hunty is live, so I want to get an extra POV right here. In fact, let's go back up to the lead. So on board the 40 right here. Again, just destroying those cones. What did they do to you guys up here? Holy God. Hachi Machi, man. So I'm on board with...
They're spread out all across the racetrack.
Yeah, right? So they are just destroying those cones and all of their families. The 12 of Liam really coming on down. The 40 was really ambitious with trying to get that spot. That's actually going to allow him to take P3 from the 40 right there. So that is basically, you have to have a little bit of patience. That's a great example of how you should just kind of slow down. So here's the 24 and the 10. Actually, funny that should be brought up because they were actually battling for the Sportsman Series win here in the last Monday. Elite ended up getting it, and Liv actually got P3 out of that. So definitely, he is making a great work out of all of that. The 42, though, just extending his lead so far. So I have Hunty's stream up right now. Of course, he's leading, and I have Hamilton's stream as well. So I noticed that he's also streaming. So I know where everyone kind of is now. Clay, where are you at for the extra? Just for everyone.
I am 15th, battling with Topster for 15th.
And there's
We're
7.
both kind of struggling.
Oh no, you're. Oh hey, you know what? Hey, look at the red and white cars all trying to battle back here, but. Who is then in P17 then?
I think that's Nick, 2019 champ.
Gotcha. So we have currently everyone's still in the race, so that is great news for everyone here. So you are, yep, I can see him just in the back. So he just exited Charlotte turn 2. There he is, right there, coming on through. Everyone right here. No major position changes on this lap. Hunty, though, is absolutely destroying the field. He actually just ran his, I guess second fastest lap of the race so far. His current best is a 16.213. Clay, just for reference, what are you running, if you don't mind me asking?
My best lap is a 1:23.1.
1:23.1. Well, I mean, hey, you know what? You're going to find that all throughout the field. There's the different paces that everyone kind of goes through. But of course, it's all going to be about that long run. As looks like the 74 got a little bit aggressive with the 51 right there. Try to bring it on down. They actually go through the grass, exiting into the turn before Charlotte turn 1. So definitely, as the 40 gets way loose and is actually on the grass all the way through Charlotte turn 1, and that's going to lose him 3 spots out of all of that. So I wonder if he's running a really high preset, so he's able to get the short run, but he needs the long run pace in order to really settle things on out. One thing I'm definitely asking though, Clay, is it's all about driver comfort. How is the car feeling right now?
Certain turns are better than others. The backstretch chicane is killing me, though.
Oh, the backstretch chicane. Oh, I apologize. I didn't mean to, I guess, cut myself off. I actually saw Hamilton on his stream actually just completely lose it coming out of the final chicane. So definitely, he has to probably tighten that car up a little bit. And I think, are we down a person? Where did Topster go?
Topster should still be around. I got around Camo Shot, I think it was.
Oh, there he is. Okay. All right.
Camo Shot had some trouble on the inner part of the track here.
Oh, I love these. Oh, yeah. Yep, there he is. He is currently rounding up the field. He is just now entering the infield section. Oh, actually, I apologize. Nick 2019 champ is the rounding up the field. Camo Shot is just right up there. That... We're seeing a lot of the top drivers, though, really start to just kind of hit their marks. Elite's still mired back in traffic. We saw this at Watkins Glen, though. He had a really bad turn 1, and he is, he's finding himself really at a disadvantage trying to pick himself back through the field. He ended up pitting on that first caution, of course, now that everyone... as he really closed the gap to the 74 right there. Definitely could have been bad, but... he has problems getting through the field on road courses. As he and the 74 both get loose, and the 74 of Bass is just there.
Caution.
Oh, that probably was the caution. Oh my goodness, the 24 got loose and collected the 74. I'm surprised that collected. That was a caution for that. Really? Huh.
Indeed.
We were on board with that. That was definitely not caution worthy. Well, I guess bunch them back up. We have 45 laps to go, it looks like. So let's see how that is going to roll.
A bunch of people on back are pitting. We're still waiting to see if Elite and Bassbuck are going to pit. Yeah, Bassbuck's going to pit. A bunch of people inside the top 5 haven't declared for pit road just yet, but it looks like just about everyone's going to pit, so...
Well, typically here at the Charlotte ROVAL, this is a 2-stopper race. So not really, tires don't mean a whole lot. If anything, it's all about fuel and how low you can put your tires. Because, it's a 21. Unfortunate. Just really bad place to get started. It looks like turn 1 has found itself another victim. The heartburn turn, I think that was the 88, but I could be mistaken on that. The 24 almost dived it on down, but as we go through the infield section right here, we're going to be finding ourselves really, really close with one another. Yeah, definitely having low tires, inversely compared to real life, is one of those things that you will actually go faster the lower the wear, which is insane, which is not, it shouldn't be like that, but it is. So here we are. I'm sure that like Hunty, he hasn't pit yet. So he is really trying to extend these tires to the most that they can go. The 42 really diving on down. The 12 being hyper aggressive and throws it on down. That's going to allow not one but 2 people to pass. We're actually looking at Hamilton that is actually leading right now, and the 42 is going to be trying to chase him on down.
Bassbuck went around in Charlotte 3.
Oh, let's find him. There he is. Unfortunately, Bassbook just not having a good night right here. We had a very similar situation in the in the custom race last night at Bristol. Oh, yep, and the 74 hits the inside wall. He's going to get himself a course penalty. Oh my goodness, the 74 of Bass. There's still plenty of racing left, so he just needs to just get back on that horse. But the 24 goes and spins in the infield section. That is going to be huge for this championship. I keep saying that, but there's still plenty of racing left. But I keep bringing that up because of the huge points lead that he has right now. In fact, let me talk about the points here for a hot second as I go on board with him. Oh, the 18 also goes around, coming out into
Rush
Charlotte.
fans also wrecked in Charlotte 1.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. That was a weird place to spin. Interesting. Never. I don't think I've actually seen anyone spin going into Charlotte 1. But I should talk about the points for a second, as we just saw Elite. He is now back here. I think, is he still in front of you, Clay, or?
Yes.
Okay. In what position are you in?
14th.
So he's in 12th then, correct?
No, that would be Topster. I think he's in 11th.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well, it just looks a lot farther back than it actually is then. But Elite currently has an 88-point lead over a Cyber and a 98-point lead over Xander. And Xander currently is somewhere in the top 5. Yep, there he is. He's actually in P5 currently, so he wants to definitely extend that points gap a little bit. But Cyber is somewhere. Let me go find him. Looks like he is behind the 1, so he's definitely not closing in as much. That's probably the best news that Elite wants to hear all night. He wants everyone to have their own problems, and it looks like the 74 has already caught the looks like the 68 camo shot, as well as already passed the Nick 2019 champ. So there we go, easy pass on the 68 right there. And it looks like everyone's just kind of minding their own business, as I'm seeing the 42 really close the gap on our leader. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I know there's a lot to talk about, so I know I'm kind of skipping around, but just with 17 drivers out on track, there is a lot of drivers to talk about. So
I'm not sure what happened, but in the infield portion of the racetrack on the previous lap, Lil Chris had some issues. He's back to P11.
Oh, dang. Well, I mean, a lot of the fast guys that we normally would see looks like having issues. Well, we can see that right here as well. We have the top 3 all within spitting distance of another. Hamilton is lagging a little bit, so I have to keep an eye on that. Usually, I mean, at a speedway, this would be a major problem. But at road courses, it's not so much, because a lot of these drivers are not going to be as close together. So road courses are not so much as big of an issue as they are at other tracks. So that's good news for the field.
The PMR gang is really struggling. Make that WRX Mike now back to P11.
Oh, wow. Let me go on back on board with him. What happened with him?
I don't know, but it might be that him and Elite and Chris are all battling for that 9th spot.
Well, looks like Elite has it. Chris is right there behind. And now, Mike, I wonder if they just all kind of tangled at some point or another. As we just kind of see a lot of these cars, Nick 2019 champ, aiming for the cone. Come on, man. Aiming for the cone. They're just standing there, literally in the middle of turns 1 and 2, and you're just like, I'm just going to hit that cone. Destroy little Susie's childhood. Yeah, okay, so we're seeing a bunch of these, I guess, teams having issues now. It was Lima Zidel with Bass having issues. But now he is starting to rebound, as he's just kind of getting back into the habit. Here's a Xander up into P4. Remember, he had that bit of a spin earlier on, so he is able to recoup back up into P4, battling with the 12 of Tansy Vegas, Liam, in case you don't know that username. But now it looks like everyone's just, as the field's kind of spread on out, the field is starting to get into that rhythm. So that's good news for the leaders. That's bad news for anyone that's looking for a yellow. Because with 17 cars out on track, we're going to be more and more spread on out the farther we go. We do have a battle for the lead though, so there it is. Always Joker has a catbird seat to this. The 51 gets a little wide right there. Opens the door for the 42, but has the traction on exit. Now he's going to look below the 42. He's going to send it on down. A little bit of contact, but nothing too crazy. Now he is going to have the inside line, but the 42 will have the momentum. Now going into this fast right-hander right here, will there be contact again? Oh, but the 42 gets plenty of space in the 40, but hits the wall. Going, and as we are exiting the infield section, the 42 will power on past a little bit close to the outside wall right there. The 42 will get back on the power and will remain in P2. So interesting how that battle for the lead is now starting to come to fruition. The 88, hits the outside wall going into the exit of Charlotte, or entry of Charlotte turn 1, but he gets loose again! Oh my goodness, now the 24 is in the infield grass. I don't know if he's pushing too hard or maybe he's running too high of a preset. But definitely we're seeing some possible, I guess I should clarify, some possible championship implications. The 42 really sends it on down, and oh my goodness, almost made contact with our leader right here. The 40 is going to try to take advantage. Rinse and repeat here. Second verse, same as the first. The 42 on the outside this time. And now the 40, actually, no, it looks like the 42 just kind of lets him go. So I wonder if... in fact, let's see. No, his tire light's not on. So 42, remember, the 42 of Hunty has yet to pit so far this race. So he is looking to start just picking up those spots. It looks like the 88 Low Chris is actually starting to pick up. Speaking of picking up spots, closing in on the 4 of Cyber. Remember, Cyber is now P2 in the standings. So any points that Low Chris can take from Cyber is going to help out his teammate Elite. Clay, how you doing? Let's hear from you.
Well, a couple laps ago, I had a heck of a time in the infield section. Bassbuck is a guy that I'd be watching for if we can get a caution, because he is running back through the field. Based on the trouble I had, he not only passed me, but he's now got about 15 seconds on me. So there's that. I'm back here with Rush Fan. It's a battle for 14th between the two of us. But one thing I was thinking about here is, despite the fact that, we have a 17-car field, there's some big names, some regulars that are missing from the list tonight. Agent Orange is a big one that comes to mind, and I don't know I can't remember where he's sitting in points, but he's not with us tonight.
He is P8 in the point standings right now.
So he is not with us tonight. Mopowa Cat is not with us tonight either. I don't know. Did he put in LPP?
Same thing with Story Square. Yes, they both put in last place points. So they're definitely trying to. I can see you're struggling, so I'll let you focus. Definitely. But yeah, no. Glad that you brought that up, because we are noticing, as you said, some big names that are going to be at a little bit at a disadvantage here. Now, of course, how last place points work for the Cup Series is they get points, the position below where the last finishing regular. I think the 42 just wrecked. Oh, the 42 did just wreck. Oh, never mind. He just lagged. Never mind. All right. Wow. Whew. He did lose some time though, because it looks like he got squirrely coming on out of the final chicane. So the 42 did get loose and he lost some time, but he didn't wreck. But you and I both saw, well, I guess the stream, all 5 of you guys watching, thank you all so much for coming on out, by the way. I'm your host, Private Patton. In race with us is broadcaster Clay, so thank you so much for joining me up here. But yeah, we all saw that the 42 had a big moment coming out of the final chicane, and it did have a little bit of a tense moment. I thought he wrecked, but I guess he didn't. Now, but yeah, UK, Mopowa Cat, and Story Square both put in last place points, so they are going to get points, but they will get points according to where the final Cup regular will finish. So as it stands, Clay, I think you are the final regular. So if you finish 14th, they'll get 15th place and 16th place points. If you finish 15th, 16th, 17th, so on and so forth. And it's just interesting how all this is kind of shaking on out right here. I thought the 4 would actually be a little bit higher than he is. Now, don't get me wrong. He's still battling for a top 5. But he is about... I guess if anyone watches Formula One, he's about a sector behind. So while the leaders are in the infield section right now, he just crossed the finish line. So a sector is generally about a quarter of a track, a third of a track. So what I mean by that is I designate there are certain sectors. So from here, I'll go on board. From here, from the start-finish line to about midway through this little backstretch right here, is Sector 1. And then Sector 2 will be from the middle of the backstretch to Charlotte Turn 2. And then Sector 3 will be from Charlotte Turn 2 all the way back to the finish line. So that's an easy way to think about it, honestly, if you ask me. I don't know if, Clay, I don't know if you think that's an easy way to think about it, but typically every road course does have... Oh, so we have 2 DNFs for the night. It looks like that is going to be Rush Fan and Nick 2019 Champ. So guaranteed, I guess, top 16. As we see a battle for the lead. The 51 and the 40 are just duking it on out. That's going to open up the door for the 42, but the 42 is going to get loose, and he is going to go spinning through the infield. He is going to lose a ton of time, especially to the 1 who now takes P3. Now, Hunty's still in P4, mind you, but there is definitely a little bit more work that he has to do as the 24 is trying to get back through the field. Looks like he's back in P10, if I'm looking at this correctly. Still a battle for the lead, though. The 51 and the 40 are just duking on out. But don't look now. Here comes that 1. That 1 of Xander Zidell, RS Meatwagon. I mean, honestly, between him and Hunty are one of the best at the road courses that I've ever seen. So it's no doubt that he's up here. He's had a little bit of trouble getting up here, but I guess that just shows the caliber of the racing that he is encountering here, as the 51 and the 40 are just clinking bumpers, and that's just helping out the 1 getting back up to them.
We'll make an amendment to what you said earlier. It's a guaranteed top 15 at this point.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I can't math.
And that 15th spot belongs to Camo Shot right now.
Well, there you go. And are you P14 or 13 now?
14.
Aha. Who is in front of you?
That would be WRX Mike, and it looks like he's in a heck of a battle with Bassbuck right now for the 12th spot. And I'd love to know what happened to Topster, because he was in that 12th spot for a while, so I'm guessing he's working his way up.
Well, we did have a battle for the lead. Looks like it's starting to simmer down, so I can kind of go on board with that. Looks like Lil Chris is going to take his first pit stop of the day. Let's find out where Topster is. He looks like he is in front of Bass right now, so...
it's P11.
Okay, so there we go. So looks like he is starting to make his way through the field. So and don't mind him, but it looks like there is another car. I think that may be Camo Shot, but I could be mistaken. But there is another car. Yep, that is Camo Shot. So he is. That's not going to be 4th position, but that will be just another car that he has to go around. The 74 though is looking mighty fast. In fact, he will get the inside lane. It's going to go 3 wide here, going into the Charlotte infield. Oh, bit of bumper touch, but the 74 will get the spot. And another cone finds itself in Charlotte Turn 1. The 88 going to make a really interesting line right here. He is going to try to go below. Looks a little bit of contact between the 68. He's a lap down. I'm actually not sure why he's battling with the lead lappers here. But you know,
should we get a caution? Should we get a caution? He would be the lucky dog because I'm still on the tail end.
Well, I mean, it's going to be interesting how the 49 showing his displeasure with the 68. The 68 will spin because of that. But that was, I think the 68 just went way too low. The 49 showing his extreme displeasure with what happened. He is now 2 spots behind. So yeah, definitely looking out for what's happening here. But yeah, no, the lappers have their prerogative. They don't have to get out of the way. It just does suck, though, when you lose 2 spots because of a lapper. The 24 of Elite is not having a good day. Oh my goodness, he just clapped the outside wall going out of Charlotte turn 1, or going into Charlotte turn 1. So Elite Precision, not the top dog that we've seen in recent times. Sauce says hi.
Sauce says hi. Hi, Sauce. Surprised you didn't race tonight, pal.
Well, we'll have to see get an answer from that. He can hear you, so battle for P3 though. I think you are looking at it right there.
Yep.
Well, I guess P2, P2 I should say. Looks like the 51 of no, sorry, not the 51. That is the 51. I apologize. I thought that was
for the
40
lead
for a hot second. Yeah, that is for the lead. What happened to Joker? Did he pit? And there we go. The 1 of Xander, it will take this top spot, but the 42 of Hunty is right behind. So despite getting loose, coming out of the infield section, or the final chicane, a few laps ago, he has rebounded. Now, Xander has the lead. Will he be able to hold it? So where did Joker go? Let's try to find out where he is. Did he pit?
I believe he pitted.
Oh, Topster has bowed out of the race. So that's a spot. Camera shot is down pit road. That's a spot. There's Joker. He is behind Bass, so I'm assuming he pits. So that the distance would only make sense. So he's now between Bass and WRX Mike. So I would assume that he has pits. But don't look now. This 51 is still right behind the 1. The 51 of Hamilton, of course, relatively new to the series. Not series, but I guess the league as a whole. I've known him personally in another league.
Oh yeah, he's a really talented racer.
Really good road course racer, especially. He prefers the road courses, and definitely he's showing this caliber that he's up against, racing with RS Meatwagon and Hunty Wild here, and MRL, especially the 2 top dogs when it comes to road courses. But I am seeing that Hamilton is on basically empty, so it looks like he will be coming on down for his pit stop. Now, I think, depending on how many laps it is, we'll have to see. This may be his first and only pit stop he'll have to do. We'll have to see how that's going to shake on out here. Will he come on down this time, or will he go another? No, he will go another.
They are going to come to lap 28 of 54.
28 of 54. So, I mean, honestly, I can see it now. It looks like 18 laps is what you get for 2 whole tanks. So Hunty is down on pit lane, so he will not be able to make it in this one stop. He will have to come down again. Now, I wonder if those that did pit on the first caution, Clay, can you enlighten me? How many laps of fuel do you have?
I have 6.
Oh, that's going to be a little bit tougher. Now, Xander can probably make it work, because with the fuel rule, of course, it's the amount of laps that you have plus 5, meaning 18 is what you get to a full tank, plus 5 is 23, meaning at most you can save is 23 laps. If Xander can make it to lap 23, and barring a caution, he can go the rest of the way without pitting, which honestly he may just do regardless, because you go faster on worn tires.
He's got to make it to lap 30. You said he has to get to 23 to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think if he pitted the same time as me, he should make it.
Here comes Hamilton. He definitely did not. I think he did pit during the first caution, but stayed out during the second. So Hamilton, unfortunately, will kind of screw himself on that. Of course, this is all barring no caution. If we go green the rest of the way. But looks like he's going to come on down this time, so I wonder where he's going to come on out at. By the way, Hunty is currently in P9, so that's kind of giving reference to where he is. Tay, I thought you were supposed to be racing today, boss. As I saw someone just clap the outside wall coming out of the final chicane.
That would be me.
Oh, sorry. There's a camo shot right there. Looks like maybe 4 out of this race right now. Oh, no, that's just Hamilton on down in pit road, so I apologize. So you got to give a reference. Hamilton is now exiting the pits, and Xander is now entering, or I guess exiting Charlotte turn 2. So going to the backstretch chicane now. So there we go. So that's kind of giving a little reference to where he's at. Hamilton does come out just in front of Hunty, though, and Hunty gets elevated to P8 because there was another pit stop occurring as the 12 gets a little bit squirrely, and that is just going to bring the battle back on board with... Oh, the 4! Oh, I apologize. The 4 must have blew the backstretch chicane, and now he is going to be right battling with his championship rival in the 24. Now, these two have had a history before. How aggressive will these two be? Nope, it looks like the 4 and the 24 will both come on down this time.
I don't know what happened, but there must have been an issue for Packers, because he's back in P12 now.
I wonder if he pit. Because, I mean, that is a lot. That's a lot of time. I wonder if he pit. Looks like Liam's actually out of fuel. That's probably why. So, yep. Here he comes, coming on down. So, okay, to kind of recoup everyone right here, it is now lap 30 as Hunty. I just saw from his POV just jump over the Blue Turtles. Of course, that's impossible in real life without just destroying your car. But he made it work. So, okay, it is lap 30 right now, ladies and gentlemen. Xander is still the leader. He has yet to pit. No, he's not. Oh, he did pit. Oh, the 42 spins. He's sideways right now. I need to go on board with that. I just saw it from his POV where he is, and he gets it corrected. He's still in P4, but he lost so much time. I am so far away from Hunty. There he is. So it looks like the custom, looks like always Joker is going to be our leader here. So, okay, that means Xander has indeed pit. That means he cannot save the rest of the way. So, interesting how that's kind of shaking on out. Because, of course, like I said, max you can save is 23 laps around here. So, Hamilton goes way out, and there goes Clay.
Yep.
Hey, Camo Shot has the right idea. He's wall riding there in the Charlotte infield. He's figuring on out. So it looks like Joker is the leader right now. So here he is in reference to where everyone else is. So that's interesting how this is kind of shaken on out for where everyone is, of course. So Joker has pit early, so he has more worn tires, as well as it looks like Hunty's just now on tilt, honestly. He is kind of racing a little bit erratically, so yeah, he is now on full tilt, if you ask me. Trying to make up a lot of time in places that he's just losing more than he's saving. So always Joker pit earlier, but he was in cleaner track, so he was able to just really put down some fast laps. Xander, meanwhile, had the lead, and he had to battle his way up there in order to get it. So it looks like he's able to still be there in P2, but he is crucially ahead of Hamilton. I don't see what the distance is between those two, but you can see the one just outside of frame right here. So let's actually go on board with Always Joker. You're going to see the one just behind. So there he is. That's P1 that we're on board with. P2 is right there, and P3 is right here. So they're all in the same backstretch, but a little bit out of sorts. I'm wondering where Elite Precision is after all this.
Right behind me. Right behind me.
But position-wise is what I mean.
6th.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have the indicator on?
Yes.
Well, that makes sense. So then...
Yeah, I'm not going to appreciate that move. Camo Shot just ran me straight through the corner.
Nah, well, that's... Again, it looks like Camo Shot's not making a whole lot of friends out there. Holding up Topster, and... Ooh, 21, you're going to go spin right through the corner right there.
Indeed.
So, still 3 cars out of this race, though. After all of this, we have a couple battles on track. I think this is a battle for position right here. It looks like it is. Hunty versus Lil Chris. So it looks like Lil Chris is actually the person in P5. 42, though, really aggressive through the final chicane and actually gaps the 88 right there. So looks like a little bit of lessons learned from the Sportsman series, because looks like Chris was actually really weak through that final chicane, but he did improve, but also not at the same time. The 10 of Lid Morgan fan is now DNF'd out of this race. So that is...
yeah, he wrecked on the backstretch chicane there. I watched it happen. But yeah, he went around. Yes. Well, I want to say he was battling with someone, but I don't know that there was any contact.
Well, I mean, hey, there you go. So now it's a top, guaranteed top 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, 13. Sorry. Guaranteed top 13. I swear I can do math. There's Joker. Where did Xander go? If my eyes deceive me, no, it looks like actually Xander has just been kind of holding his own right now. So he has, so it looks like he's actually been gapped a little bit, which is weird to say, but yeah, Joker has put up a little bit of time. Now, knowing that everyone has to come on down at least one more time, he gets crazy loose and he actually spins. So will that open up the door for the Hamilton to try to snake on through? No, he's too far back. Xander just needs to hold his own and just see what he can do. Everyone will have to come on down one more time. That is to be certain. No one can make it the rest of the way. No one made it to the miraculous lap 31. The latest that people, well, I guess Clay, except for you, the latest that people have went is lap 30. So everyone will have to make one more stop.
Yeah, I will too. I just don't feel like saving it.
Well, yeah, there you go. I mean, it's not really saving, honestly. I mean, at this point, with the lap that you pit. Oh yeah, nope, I lied. Yep, yeah, you're right. It is just now to be 20 laps to go. Still plenty of time to go. This race is actually surprisingly long. A lot of people don't think about as the 68 spins again. A lot of people don't think that this race is actually long in terms of like laps, because it's only 54. But in terms of actual time, you are spending about an hour and 15 minutes in just a 50% race. No cautions, of course. If you're just going straight on through, of course, cautions kind of speeds things up a little bit. But here we are with 20 to go right now, and we are about. Oh, hang on. 42 minutes into this race. Just a little tidbit of information for you. So just checking on in with our top 3. Looks like Joker does have a steady gap. Here's Hamilton. He actually collapsed the outside wall going into Charlotte turn 1. So looks like he's trying to... You can tell how much he's trying to close the gap on the 1 of Xander in front of him. And at the same time, the 42 of Hunty, who is behind him in terms of position, is going to be closing the gap. Looks like the 88 also had a little bit of problems. What? Did I miss something?
I just jumped the curb in the backstretch again. I went flying.
Hey, you know what? There is a jump here at the Charlotte ROVAL. I don't know if you realize it, but I think you found it. It is on the backstretch chicane if you hit it properly. There is a jump. It's not as good as the Canadian Tire one. But it is a jump nonetheless. There goes a 24. So he's currently in P6. We have Lil Chris still in P5. Looks like the gap of everyone just really extending. Looks like Camo Shot has indeed left the building. So now we have 5 out of this race, I think.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's 5. So that means, hey, guaranteed top 12. There we go. And that's actually really good
with
news.
me in 12th. With me in 12th.
Yeah, exactly. Guaranteed top 12. But that is actually really good news for those that put in last place points. Because remember, last place points is dictated to where the last Cup regular finishes. And currently, it is Clay in P12. Now, unless there's going to be another person that finishes, or unless, Clay, you can elevate yourself into another position, because we still do have a few non-regulars in this race. Of course, Joker's one of them, Hamilton's one of them. If they, like, DNF, or, like, if they lose connection, that's just a free spot. Bassbuck as well is still in this race. In fact, Hunty just clapped the outside wall, and he is going to DNF out of this race. That is a rage quit if I've ever seen that. Oh my goodness, that was a top spot gone by the 42. Oh my goodness, he just took way too much final chicane right there and just clapped the outside wall.
He'll be popping open a DP ASAP.
What is a DP, by the way? What is a DP?
I have no idea. I want to say it's Dr. Pepper, but I don't know. Honey, you'll have to let us know about that, pal. Or let me know, or someone.
I don't know. That is, I've never actually known. Because I obviously I've seen him always say, he's like, oh, I'm drinking DP. But, I've never known what that is. Like, I'm just like, I'm not hip with the kids, you know? I feel old. I mean, he says indeed, so I don't know if that was indeed. He will let you know if it is indeed a Dr. Pepper. But yeah, Hunty, unfortunate finish for you, boss. But hey, that's a spot for you, Clay.
Yes, it is.
One more, and that's a top 10.
Yep, that's what I'm waiting on.
It is okay. It's a DP. Okay, so Dr. Pepper. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's never mind. I miscounted. I see 6 out on in the pit road. And I do also want to point out that everyone that is on pit road right now is partially everyone that last minute entry. So one of those things.
With the exception of always Joker, because he was the last entry into tonight.
He was the final entry 2 minutes before it was supposed to go, and was supposed to fire, and he is now he's now the leader. I do wonder what the distance is. I mean, I can obviously check on out. So, here's Joker going and entering a new lap. Where is the 1? All right. The 1 is... wow, that is a huge gap. So, he's now... Oh, never mind. He hits the wall right there. The 1 is just now entering, I guess, turn 1. And... Joker is in the middle of the backstretch, of like the little sector 2 backstretch. So interesting how that is figuring out. Now, I hope Xander doesn't know. I hope Xander does know that he cannot save it the rest of the way. I hope he knows that, and that he's not saving. He does have to pit one more time. Because that's going to be an awkward conversation if if he tries to save and it doesn't work out.
I just now passed Hunty for 11th. That's how far behind I am.
Well, you were like, what? It was 3 laps, right? 2, 3 laps?
2, I think.
Yeah, it was to be expected. But yeah, like you say, you just need another rage quit, and there we go. And if I'm a betting man. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. WRX Mike goes a lap down, by the way. So that is, I do believe, for P10. That is P10.
Yep, he's P10.
Who's P9 then? Packers?
Liam
is P9. So that means more than likely Packers is P8, Bass is P7, Elite P6, Chris P5. Oh no, actually everyone's moved on up now. So I need to do some reevaluating. Where is everyone else at? Because with Hunty out of this race, it kind of shakes things up a little bit. There goes little Chris. He's down pit road, so he is going to make his final stop for the race. He split this up lovely. 6 cars out of this race, mind you. And we have just now hit our last regular. So now we can go into our last place points, which is Story Square and UK. UK decided to do his lap backwards, So he will get the benefit of P14 place points, while Soy Square actually did a proper lap and will get 13th.
Wouldn't that
So
be 12th, or is Hunty a Cup regular?
Hunty is a cup regular.
Oh, we just don't see him.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
I
only
forgot
races
about
the road
that.
courses. So regular is a loose term, I should say. He earns points for this series.
Got it.
Yes. So 13th will be Story Square. P14 will be as Liam just goes spinning in the inside backstretch. Will that be a DNF? Nope. Okay. Um,
If history is to be believed, normally that is a DNF.
I mean, usually when people spin, I mean, I'll be honest. I'll be straight up. Like usually, whenever that happens, you're gonna see a rage quit. But it is not here right now. So, so far, not yet. But he does go spinning again in Charlotte turn 1. So I wonder if that is going to be coming up here soon. Here's Opal, Bassbuck, and Lil Chris. These two are just best friends with one another. So these two are actually have found each other out on track. They are both going into not Charlotte turn 2, the infield section right now. Of course, these guys are actually championship rivals in the Sportsman Series. Bassbuck has it. Chris lost it after this past race, but you can actually see the gap between those two right there. And the 88 is going to do a lovely juke on the 74, but will not get the power down. The 74 kind of puts that car in the proper place. The 88 is going to look a little bit down low. Gets on the power a little bit sooner. Almost collapsed the wall right there. And the 74 will get the outside. And the 88 will probably get the spot right here going into the backstretch chicane. How is this going to rock and roll here? Hard braking for both of them. The 88 is going to get the turn in, but the 74 is going to get the proper line. But the 88 gets the run off. Oh, but they're still side by side, though. This is a battle. The 88 and the 74 touch, and I think the 88 now has. And now he has one more opportunity, though. The final chicane going right here. Right-hander, left-hander. The 88 just so confident on the throttle.
40's pitting.
Who?
40 leader.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I had to think about that for a second. Yeah, Always Joker is now on pit road. He is making his final stop for the race. Of course, barring a caution, this actually, in IndyCar terms, this puts everyone else in the red zone. Because now if we have a caution, he's not going to lose a lap. Joker will not lose a lap to Xander. Unless Joker had the worst in-lap of his career, he will remain on the lead lap going into this next lap. And now, if we do have a caution, he will rejoin as the leader. So, I would get my pit stop done quicker than not. But I wonder if Xander's going to try to go for just gas only. He has been known to try stuff like that before. Of course, Joker pitting with 12 to go is going to take 4 tires. He has to. There's no way. There's no way that he can go 12 more laps on the tires that he has on. But Xander could. You remember, he pit on lap 30. Theoretically, he could go gas only. Hamilton goes and pits this time. Looks like his tires are the cause for this. Looks like he's just been pushing a little bit too much. Xander will have to stop another time. Just a reminder for everyone. So, and you can tell that he's pushing.
Holy cow, I just ran a lap in the teens. Miracles do happen.
Hey, you know what? All it took was 50 laps, but we got there. Hey, you know what? That literally happened to me in the last night's custom race. I was trash. But come like lap 200, I'm just like, okay, I figured it out. It was 250 laps in the race. I'm just like, all right. It takes a little bit. Sometimes it just does. You take a little bit of time in order to get it rocking and rolling, but the juices will flow. So, Hunty, I'm sorry. What did you say, buddy? You said something. I think no matter what, you needed 9 laps. Exactly. So, like, everyone will be coming on down another time. But what they do with that final stop, it does not matter. As long as they stop and take fuel, that is going to be the big key here. Now, keep in mind, Xander was 1 lap short of potentially able to make it the rest of the way, but he was not able to do it. Is that Bass Buck out of this race? Nope, he's spinning. Never mind. Clay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get your hopes up. He's on pit lane. He wasn't moving. I assumed that he was out of the race.
Well, he did go back to 10th, so we'll see.
But yeah, but everyone has to make a stop. I mean, that's. I mean, he's just going to rejoin to where he was. In fact, Hamilton, just for reference, we're on board with him right now. He is in P5 currently, and he is crossing line. It is 10 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen.
Should we get a caution, Packers is the lucky dog.
Ooh, and he is in what, P7?
I think so. P7 or 8, I can't tell.
Hunty says, Clay, you scared him when you parked at the start-finish line and you hit him. And he hit you.
When did that happen?
I don't know. It's just what it said. Just what it said, yeah. Tell Clay he scared me parked at start-finish line when I hit him. So I don't know when that happened, but it did happen, apparently.
I must have been ghosted.
I
mean, because I don't recall him hitting me.
Well, maybe it was during the whole kerfuffle with the cautions, maybe?
Perhaps.
Maybe. It was a little after his stop. Well, I mean, Clay, I'm sorry, I guess. Or, sorry, Hunty, I guess Clay just doesn't remember. Clay out here wrecking so many people, it is all a blur.
I'll go back and look at my footage after the race, see if I can remember.
I mean, this is all in good fun anyway. It doesn't quite matter. Yeah. It's all a blur for you, Clay. He can't be stopped. Ooh, Cyber just absolutely destroyed that corner. I don't know if that backstretch chicane, the Forest Cyber was absolutely going to Narnia, just straight lining the backstretch chicane. This ain't NASCAR Ignition where you can just run the Daytona road course and just decide to run the super speedway layout. No, there are walls here. You can't just do that. But no, Cyber.
There's a big battle for 8th. Mike and Liam are going at it for 8th.
Oh, well, nope, not anymore because Liam got a course speeding penalty. Okay. Oh, this may be it. Oh, nope, okay. Never mind. He got it righted. I thought for sure that was going to be it.
The quest to get a top 10 at a road course.
Without
even trying.
Hey, you know what? We do have a person in the pits. I think that is the one of Xander. Yep, that is. So, where is Joker at?
Leading, right behind me. He's in the infield section.
Man, he has absolutely been... He's been on rails lately. I mean, like, keep in mind, he is a newcomer. Are you aware of Joker?
No.
Yeah, he is a brand... This is his first race in MRL, mind you. Very few people have done this before. Have joined in their first race and have won. Alright? Cyber's been one of them. We've had UK, not UK, I should say. But we've had Elite was one of them. So a bunch of these top guys. I'm sure there's more. I just can't think of any off the top of my head. But a lot of these top guys are indeed up in that top echelon of making it on their first ever start. In fact, where is Xander now, mind you? So he is in the middle of turn 3 and 4, and Joker has a whole sector lead on him right there. Xander's now crossing the line, and Joker's on the infield. Oh my goodness, that is a huge lead. Usually it's Xander on the leading side. It's weird. It's weird to say that he's actually getting his. Indy was your first race, Hunty. So unfortunately, I do remember that. Indy was your first race, and unfortunately, you did not win that. Oh, Packers just straight lined into the bus stop on the backstretch. I was actually on board with that.
Yeah, I see him sitting back there.
Oh no. UK, your first race was the first race of MRL. So that's why, because Cyber won that. So Cyber, I mean, of course, yeah, Jefferson, totally the best road course in existence.
Oh my lord, no way! Who just said that?
Hunty. But
Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson.
Holy cow! Holy cow!
six laps to go in this race. So this race is almost over, and I'm sure for a lot of these guys, they're happy. They're happy it's almost done. Now, I'm sure it's really weird, honestly. It's a really weird scenario that Xander is not the one kicking butt. He's actually the one that's doing the chasing. This guy is the one that is absolutely destroying the field. I've never heard of this guy before. I'm sorry. But Joker came to me. He found me and was just like, hey, I saw... It's actually kind of funny. He was like, hey, I always see you hosting lobbies. Do you run a league? I'm just like, yeah. And he's just like, yeah, can I join? I'm just like, sure. And this is his first race. And here he is at the Charlotte Roval, destroying... Oh, never mind. Oh, I'm talking about him. Giving him that commentator's curse. He destroyed the backstretch chicane. But giving a run for a bunch of the top guys in this series money and just destroying the field. So, hey, you know what? Congrats, man. Welcome to MRL. Hell of a way to do it. Literally last to first. Oh, that's funny. UK, apparently he's been kicked out by Joker. I mean, that's very interesting, though, for a lot of these guys. To have, honestly, Joker just come on in. Not only that, but if he wins, he gets a ticket to the All-Star. And he will be joining his first sportsman race this coming Monday. So, I mean, let's see how he's going to do at another road course in the form of the Indy road course. Oh, that's going to be a bunch of different challenges for a bunch of different reasons. Meaning, don't go offline. I mean, quite literally, is don't go on the grass at all. Don't touch it. Don't look at it. Don't think about it. And you will be fine.
So here's an interesting thing for me. So I'm 3 laps down. Well, 3.5 laps down. I also have 5 laps of fuel. So I might be able to make it. Because I'm 3 laps down.
Yeah. I mean, hell yeah, man. I told you would. I told you would, my guy. You didn't listen to me. Well, and so that's the thing, Hunty. Is like I don't see a problem with the track limits either, but some people do. I mean, they look at the grass and it's like, oh, that's part of the racetrack. When it's not. So it's quite literally, run at your own discretion. So no new DNFs. Unfortunately, Clay, I think the dream is over.
Probably.
Because especially with the leader coming this time, taking 3 to go, there would just not be enough time in order for you to pass. So I think the dream is dead. Not this time for a top 10.
As I go wrecking on the infield.
Oh, well. Hey, you know what? At least you finished P11.
I want to shout out the guy in P10 though, real quick, because I know he's below the cut line right now. He's a Cup regular, but he's below the cut line right now, and he had a big night. He's going to get a top 10 out of this. Guy that he and I have kind of duked it out on track a couple times this year, but he's going to get a big points night Going to gain on me a little bit because he's been better than me all night. But he's going to gain points with Story and Mopawa having to LPP, as well as Agent Orange not making tonight's race for outstanding circumstances, and that's Liam. So great run for Liam.
Yes, Liam, nickname in the Discord is the System. He did this exact same thing. I wonder if he planned it on out, honestly. He did the exact same thing last season, where quite literally he like almost didn't show up like at all for the first half, but like made like every second half race, and he made the top 10 in order to get himself promoted into Cup Season 2. He's about to do it to, this time because Blakey T also didn't show up tonight. That's another person.
I completely missed that.
Blakey T did sign up, but he did not show up tonight. And so, I mean, but keep in mind, there is a huge points deficit between him and Blakey. So it's not like he's going to be overtaken. But, I mean, hypothetically, if Blakey doesn't show up the rest of the season, that could be it. And I think this is actually a battle for position. I think Kim and Mike, Liam and Mike are about to change positions, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, so they are actually side by side. So that is a battle for P9 and P10. Liam wants it. Mike has it. Gonna really toss on that one. There was contact there. The 88, a little bit of contact. The Liam did not enjoy how much room that the 88 was giving him. And going into Charlotte turn 1 and 2. And Liam disconnected! Oh, can you get there? Clay, can you get there?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. I don't know that I can.
It happened. I think it just happened a little bit too little too late.
Oh, I just got a course penalty too. Oh no.
You can't afford that, Clay. You got to get on that gas. Joker, where are you at? Joker, I think has this is coming to the white flag. So we're going to be on board with Joker for a little bit. So coming to the white flag, it's going to be close. But I think Joker will win this race. White flag's out one more time. Oh, he hits the outside wall there. So you can tell that. I wonder if his steadiness is starting to waver a little bit. But he just has to do one more solid lap, and he has a good distance on Xander. So Xander currently in P2. In fact, where is he at for? He is yet to even turn into the final lap yet. So, but look at this battle. I just actually saw this in the corner of my eye. The 24 and the 4. These two just keep finding each other. So that is actually for position. Cyber has it. Elite wants it. But we're going to be on board with our leader here for a second. We'll come back to that battle. Joker, going into Charlotte turn 1, which actually I just now noticed that Charlotte turn 1 is Charlotte 9 on this game. And we'll see Charlotte 10 here in a second. There it is. But I actually don't know if that's actually the turn numbers. Could be mistaken on that. Joker, though, going to the backstretch, coming on through into Charlotte turn 3. What a day that he's had from last to first. Will he do it? Will he disconnect at the line? I hope not, because I may just put the commentator's curse on him.
History.
But no. Oh, no, he does, but welcome to Victory Lane. Always joking. Now let's go back to on board with this battle. Oh, never mind. Looks like Cyber is gone. I don't know where he went.
He's 5th. He just passed me.
He made the pass on Elite. So interesting. I backed off of that. Clay, how are you doing? Can you pass Liam?
I think. I'm getting ready to find out.
Excellent work, Joker. Looks like Xander will finish P2. No! Hamilton will finish P2. Where did Xander go? There he is in P3. Oh my stars. What the heck happened between him and Hamilton? Was Xander trying to push it too far? Got a course penalty? Lil Chris will cross the line, finish P4. Here is P5, so that was a huge gap between those guys. P5 is Cyber. And then P6 will be Elite. P7 currently is Paggers. He's already crossed the line. P8 will be Bass. P9 is Clay. Well, actually, no. Clay, I'm seeing you on the leaderboard. You are in the top 10.
Indeed.
Well, who would have thunk? But there you go. Celebrate that. That is a win for you. So as I think we're just waiting on Mike now, honestly. Wherever he is. Oh nope. Pictures, please, Clay. Can you give me full results?
Yeah, hang on. I'm trying.
No, no, you're
Oh, I
fine.
didn't get it in time. I can go back and look in the, uh, let
Oh
me,
nope, nope, nope. Hang on. That was the live results. This is the official results now. Who won? This guy. Oh, Elite blew a tires. That's what happened. Wow, he blew a tire.
well, I didn't get it there, but I can go back and look in the,
I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Took no tires on last stop and blew a tire on the last lap. So that's what happened
but
with
yeah, I
Elite.
did get a top
Yeah.
10.
Hey, congrats, Clay. That's a win for you. And do my stats deceive me? Is that your first points paying top 10?
I don't think so. Is that right? Wait, there's no way that's right.
Points paying top 10. Nope, I lied. So where else did you finish top 10? The duels. Okay, duh. Oh,
Um,
Texas.
yeah, I don't know how I did that. I hate Texas.
Joker with a 15 flat. He was schmoovin' out there. Xander with a 15 fours. That was just the pace difference between that. Um, yeah, let's get our top three up in here. That I had to actually search out always Joker. I want to hear his voice. What is he like? Is he like a 13-year-old? Is he like a 40-year-old? I don't know. I've never actually talked to him before. Um, and Hamilton as well. He finished P2. I wonder what happened. The first question I'm going to be asking is what happened between him and Xander in order for Xander to finish P3 instead of P2. There he is. All right. So, of course, Discord actually is not as vibrant as it usually is after these races. But Elite just saying he's pissed at himself because he pit on the first stop and could never get the track position back. We saw that. And then Liam also apologizing for what felt like heading Joker and Elite every lap. Funny. Do we have our podium up in here? Normally I would. Yes, we do. So I normally would go through the full results. We only have a few. I was only able to get the top 10. So we only need 11th on back, truly. But that can wait at a different time. Clay, of course, is our P10. P9 was Mike. P8 was Packers. P7 was Bass. P6 Elite. P5 Cyber. P4 Lil Chris. P3 Xander. P2 is Hamilton after a last lap. I'm not sure what happened there. And then P1, of course, is Joker. Congrats, guys. That was a long race, but a bunch of stuff happened. So, of course, we're going to be talking about our one of our championship contenders now, Xander. Now, I was saying this throughout the entire race, Xander. It was weird to not see you up front at a road course. But at the same time, it's refreshing for the rest of the field knowing that they have a chance. What happened? What happened tonight?
Um, they had faster cars than I did. I think that's a good answer to say. I don't know. Just I'll take a third place. Both these guys were faster than me all race. Both of them brought their A game. Hunty was a little better than me, I think, too. We were pretty equal, but both these guys up here, they both deserved it. They both were very fast, and I was sitting in second there, and I was like, man, I'm gonna gain some nice points, and then I spun her in the last corner with 2 to go and got a course penalty, and then finished third.
That's what happened. Okay, I was wondering what happened
Yeah.
because I mean we were going on through. I was like, obviously we know that Joker was going to win, but I saw there was a battle between Cyber and Elite, so I was watching that, and then all of a sudden I surfed on back through to see. I thought you finished second, but no, Hamilton passed you. So I mean that is surprising, but grand scheme of things here, Elite finished P6 out of all of this. You gained some much needed points on him,
Yep.
knowing with road course probably being your best opportunity to do so. You were able to gain 25 points because I don't think he technically led a lap because I think Hunty took it from him before he started the lap, so he technically did not lead it. So that's going to be 25 points added to you. Um, Shoot, man. I mean, with plenty of more races to go, how are you feeling?
I feel good. Obviously today wasn't. Well, I mean today was. I was good to get a third place finish. I'm not going to complain about that at all. Um, so we'll just keep doing what we're doing. Just got to finish ahead of both Cyber and Elite. We got Gateway coming up. Talladega is really going to be the main wild card to see really what can shake up there. Because, I mean, I could finish 15th and he could finish second and vice versa. So you never really know with that one. So we'll see. We'll just keep doing what we're doing. I want to give a couple shout outs to Brandon for winning at Talladega. I want to give a shout out to my mom. I love my mom. Shout out to Monster. Hunty needs to go sip some Dr. Pepper, but he also maybe needs to go get a Monster as well. What else? That's pretty much it. Thank you, Patton, for always putting on a good show.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. We'll have to see how the season goes. Still plenty of time left. Six
Oh
more
yeah.
races left in the season. Anything can happen. But that's the name of the game here in the Cup Series. We saw it happen. Guy wins his first ever race in the league. Packers as well is another person I can add to that list. Clay, we were talking about that, who all can be added. But before we get to his interview, congrats, Xander. Let's go on to
Thank
P2
you.
of
Congrats to these guys too.
yeah, of Hamilton. I guess I'll go to Kyle Busch because technically that's who the 51 is. Hamilton, I'm checking the stats right now. I'm pretty sure this is your first podium with us. Congrats.
Yeah, I believe so too. It's pretty cool to be here.
As you may have heard, Xander's usually the top guy when it comes to road courses here. And he said that you had a faster car at the Charlotte Roval. Honestly, that was, I mean, a spectacular performance from all of you top three. What was it like from your POV?
Yeah, it was there's a lot of good racing, especially in the middle of the race after one of the yellows. We were all bunched together and racing for the lead. That was a lot of fun. And after that, it just kind of got strung out and probably kind of boring from your end, but it was still fun. This is my best track, so I always want to do well here.
Well, the Charlotte Roval, that for some reason makes everyone show on up. I am kind of flabbergasted by that. We saw record-breaking numbers in the Sportsman Series. Of course, you were in that race as well. Having 24 people join the race at the Roval. We had 17 tonight. Yeah, it was an excellent job, Hamilton. What was it? I wanted to know. Did you think you were just gonna have to settle for P3, and then all of a sudden P2 just ended up in your lap?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I was fine, gonna be third, and then I saw him facing me, and I was like, oh, that's not good. So I'll take second. Then he almost caught me again, because I was just kind of riding at that point.
Well, I mean, honestly, I mean, with only one more lap left in the race, it was probably at that point, it's like just glad to be over. 54 laps of the Roval is grueling. So,
Yeah.
excellent job, Hamilton. First podium with us, and hopefully the first of many more.
Yeah, hopefully, I hope too.
All right, so let's move on to our P1 here. Now, okay, obviously this is the big story of the night. Well, Joker, I've never heard you talk before. Do you have a copy, and do you have your voice on Always Allow?
I do.
Gotcha.
I made sure I change it after the race.
All right,
If I'm in the
perfect.
booth.
Well, Joker, congrats, man. You are joining a list of elite company in going and winning their first ever race. We've seen champions do that before. Cyber, our Season 0 Cup champion, has done that. We've seen Elite Precision, who is also in this race, done that. He's our current points leader, and we have Packers, who is always a front runner in our race to do that. So all these guys you've raced with have won their first career race in the league. I mean, I know you're a relatively newcomer. How did it go?
Well, it was pretty interesting, right? Going I looked at the chat. I was eating dinner from a 10-hour shift at work. So, and I was like, yeah, Charlotte Roval asked to see if I can race. And yeah, it was went through the field pretty quickly. The rash yellows at the beginning, and then the fight with I think Hamilton, the 42, and then the one as well was pretty good battles. Tried to keep it clean there, but it's so hard, with how the physics are in this game. So it was a good run. No practice, just came on after a long day of work, and it was good to get the win.
Oh, wow. I mean, excellent work, Joker. You put a bit of a stomping on the field, especially after the final pit stop. I think you had, I mean, if only NASCAR did sectors, but like a full sector in front of P2 there. So, I mean, that's a good handling race car for no practice. So, excellent job, Joker.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, hopefully that is also the first of many more. Like I said, I don't know if you were watching to the broadcast, but I said first race with us and a hell of a way to show on out. Welcome to MRL.
Yeah, never heard of this league until I saw a recommendation on YouTube for it, and I saw most of these guys in here. I'll be honest, I've tried to bring to Hamilton was in the other league that I run in a lot. But I know these guys are pretty fast, and it's good to get a win on a road course.
Oh, for sure, man. Hopefully, like I said, you can get it done on Monday. That is going to be at the Indy Road Course. So, if you like road courses, we have another one coming on up.
Yeah, road courses are my thing. I feel like that just requires the most driver talent on this game, so I won't be mad with that.
Well, there we go. So with that, we're going to close on out for the night. Thank you
Well,
so much.
I had one more thing I wanted to add. First of all, congratulations to the top three. Good run tonight. But I do have your full finishing results if you want those, Patton.
Sure. We only need from the P11 on.
Okay. So P11 was Liam, of course. Passed him on my last lap in a miracle. Don't know how I did that. Hunty finished 12th. It will be Camo Shot 13th. Liv Morgan Fan goes 14th. Topster 15th. Rush Fan finishes up in 16th. And rounding out the field in 17th is Nick 2019 champ.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Clay. I appreciate that. That's usually our tradition. Unfortunately, I did not get the full results at the moment of after the race, but we got here. And with that, we're gonna close on out for the night. We're gonna be back on Monday. Like I said, that is the Sportsman Trucks at the Indy Road Course. It's gonna be a lot of fun there. Who is going to be the one that doesn't cut the least? I guess that is going to be the true key. Who's going to get the least amount of penalties? We'll have to see. And then on Tuesday, of course, as the Challenger Series, we're going to be at Homestead. Bassbuck has already won his way into the playoffs there. Who will be the next one? With that, we're going to close on out for the night. Clay, thank you so much for being our in-race reporter. Joker, congrats on P1, Hamilton P2, and Xander P3. And with that, we're going to close on out for the night. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.